You see, the way this country is going, if time is not taken, the 2027 election might just be a mere formality.
Hell.
Because the way this current administration is tightening their grip on the country.
Don't suffocate.
Just like this animal we call Ikiri. I don't know the English name, but in Igbo land we call it Ikiriakampa. And anything that enters into the hands of the Ikiri is no longer coming out.
You get it?
And this is how they are tightening their grip on the country. In fact, it looks like instead of INEC to spend billion conducting the next election, they should just share the money to everybody that has a BVN so that the people in power can just continue.
For what? Why?
Because democracy is supposed to be a system of government that gives the people an opportunity to choose their leaders. But the way this country is going now, choice is now looking like an illusion. In fact, the next election might just be an opportunity for the people to be used to legitimize a choice that has already been made.
This man!
You will agree with me that since this current administration came into power in 2023, they have spent more time and more energy planning for 2027 than what they have spent trying to solve the numerous challenges in the country. Now, recently, the president appointed a new INEC chairman, Professor Josh Ojo. I don't want to mispronounce his last name, but you can see it on the screen.
No problem.
And in as much as the man is from Kogi State, but from his name, Ojo, and his native dialect, his ethnicity is not in doubt.
You get it?
And this might be the first time in the history of this country where the INEC chairman that will conduct the election is a tribesman of the president.
Hell.
The Inspector General of Police that will make security available is a tribesman of the president.
You don't know.
The Chief Justice of the Federation, who you are going to meet in case you are not comfortable with the outcome of the election, is a tribesman of the president.
Wonders.
The CBN governor and the Minister of Finance that will be in charge of disbursing funds during the election are tribesmen of the president.
Jay!
The Minister for Interior and the Minister for Information, who are going to control the narratives coming out from the media as regards the outcome of the election, are tribesmen of the president.
What the mean?
So every person playing a critical role in this process is either a tribesman or a loyalist.
Hell.
And this doesn't look like a coincidence. It looks like a master strategy. This does not look like the federal character they have been preaching to us. It looks like a federal capture.
We have to rise up.
Now, moving on. In the last election, there were certain areas in the country where this current administration did not do too well. And those areas are mostly South-South and Southeast.
You get it?
Now, they know that they can easily meander their way in the Southwest because of tribalism. And through religious sentiment, they can get a lot of support from the North. So let's focus in the South-South.
Continue.
The man at the top now formed a strong alliance with two of the strongest political, influencers from the South-South. One became FCT minister. The other one became Senate president.
Don't know why it's going
But
on.
this second one is so loyal to the president that if the president decides to burn this country today, he will be the person that will go and buy the petrol.
70 years old man.
Now, with the FCT minister, the PDP structure in Rivers was destabilized.
Hell.
A duly elected governor was suspended like a school prefect. And 6 months later, he came back, not as a strong man, but as a loyal servant.
Hell.
Hey! Look for an Igbo person that will interpret for you. It's not me that you people will hear something from his mouth.
Look at you.
For the Senate president, the state governor of his state now abandoned the party that gave him platform to become governor and then crossed to the ruling party. If you ask me who did the mathematics, your guess is as good as mine.
Okay.
Then another state where the ruling party did not do so well was Edo State. So they used every federal might that they have to secure the state in the last governorship election and then gave it to Mr. D7 to manage. And automatically, the state is no longer a safe place for the opposition, because D7 said it himself that your safety cannot be guaranteed.
Blood of Jesus.
Then, the governor of the oil-rich Bayelsa is now the next person that is expected to abandon his party and cross over. So for the first time since 1999, PDP do not have control of any of the South states. I know you will ask me, what about Rivers? What you have in Rivers is a cocoon of the PDP, but the real deal, we know who is running the stuff.
Must learn a lesson.
Then, having settled South, they came to the Southeast. Meanwhile, my state governor is already the official hype man of the president. He spends more time in the Federal Capital Territory, waving presidential bye-bye, than the time that he spends in my state. His counterpart in Ebonyi State, that one is in government, but he is not in power. The person that is powering him is also being powered by the man on top.
If you don't get it, forget
and
about it.
then the most populated state in the southeast, which is Enugu, is the recent to have been captured.
It is finished.
I don't know what their plans for Anambra is come next month. And the way the deputy speaker of the House of Rep is threatening Abia State governor and his seat, Abia people need to be on a lookout.
We have to rise up.
And in all of this, the first son of the man on top is actually handling the student union, while the first daughter is in charge of the market women. Meanwhile, the first lady is taking care of the pastors because she is one of them.
She what?
So I am seeing a type of politics that doesn't believe in just winning election, but in controlling all the institutions. Both the one that conduct the elections, the one that make the laws, the one that interprets the laws, and the one that is in charge of, influencing public opinion.
That is not corruption.
And to make matters worse, according to a World Bank report that just came out this October, it says that 139 million Nigerians are now living in poverty, which is around 65% of the entire population. In fact, they said in the last 2 years, 50 million people crossed the poverty line.
There is God.
And you start asking yourself, is this poverty a national problem or is it a national policy? Is the government having any plans to pull people out of poverty? Is putting people into poverty part of the plan? Because for the powerful to remain powerful, the poor has to remain poor. Because poverty is of great economic value to the powerful.
We must learn a lesson.
I don't know if I am making any sense, but the kind of control and domination I am seeing, especially at a time when the opposition looks tired, divided, fragmented, and even compromised. So, if we do not see anything like electoral reforms that will make electronic transmission of votes compulsory and bring a stiffer sentence for electoral offenders before the 2027 election, then there may be no need for it.
Why you gonna talk like that?
Me, I have said my own. I'm no other country we.
Hey, Jesus.
Puta nos ore one day.